Hi. I have been looking at all these different YouTube videos on interstitial cystitis, and I have seen I have seen people, from the extreme case where they like can't walk, um, sexual intercourse, all the above, all the way down to just everyday casual pain, learning to deal with it, but not severe enough to where it is affecting your daily life just yet. They're very lucky. Interstitial cystitis for me was probably the most painful thing that I have ever gone through, more painful than childbirth. I have had 3 children, and interstitial cystitis to this day is still more painful to me than childbirth. That's pretty painful. I mean, that's something that everybody has to understand is that it is not something that, a woman can control, obviously, from the outside of her body. Yes, we can do things like stay away from acidic foods, deep fried foods, processed foods, sometimes even milk. Um, there's so many different things that could possibly affect your bladder while you have interstitial cystitis, causing a flare up. And that's what they call it. They call it a flare up. Um, Basically, what's happening is um, you have these blood vessels in your bladder and they hemorrhage, and that's painful. And when that happens, your bladder flares up. It swells, it inflames. It is just like a bruise almost. You fall, you hit yourself on the ground, you get this big, huge, swollen bruise, and it's sore to the touch. Just imagine that being your bladder, sore to the touch on the inside. Nothing you can do about it. Well, I have been doing It Works um, for a little over a month now, and I am an independent It Works distributor. And I started off just like everyone else as a loyalty customer because I wanted to try their products. I wanted to try weight loss, and I wanted to try something that would be healthy for me. And also, I was trying to find something that I could replace my coffee with. Because let's face it, having interstitial cystitis doesn't mean that you don't love to drink your coffee. It doesn't mean that you're not tired, exhausted, fatigued, and need that daily coffee, that caffeine that it gives you to have that energy boost, to feel like you can get up and clean your house and feel like that you can do whatever it is that you need to do. But for many, that coffee comes at a price when you have interstitial cystitis. The pain that the coffee can cause you is just not worth it. It's really not, especially when there's so many other things out there that us as people could try. And now it's just a matter of, do you know about those things? Well, not everybody knows about all the different options out there. I spent 6 weeks undergoing treatment once a week where they inserted a mixture of antibiotics into my bladder through a catheter. They fill your bladder up, just imagine, just little bladder, whatever, and they fill it up full, 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 full of that concoction. Gosh, I think they even called it a bladder cocktail. Excuse me. And I kind of thought, like, what? A bladder cocktail? Geez, I don't want that in me. But at the same time, that's what they have to do. They have to do that to temporarily relieve pain, temporarily relieve symptoms that are associated with interstitial cystitis. Now, that's not the only treatment. That is just the treatment that I chose to do. I think um, I had to do that before I could move on to do something else. Well, after having a catheter inserted into me 6 different times, um, yes, it did help. It did. It really did. But you know what? It wasn't permanent, and it's not something that I want to have to deal with for the rest of my life, having to constantly go and damage myself more by having a catheter inserted in me on a weekly basis. Some of you might say, well, how is that going to damage you more? Well, personally, I just don't like having things in places that they don't belong. I feel like any foreign object in your body can cause damage. And that is something that not everybody believes, but that's just me. That's my personal preference. I don't want anything in me that is foreign if it doesn't have to be. So obviously, I'm looking for other options, right? I'm going to just throw this up here. Greens. This is for to alkalize, balance, and detoxify your body. So how does this help my interstitial cystitis? Um, well, some of the ingredients: broccoli, black walnut leaf powder, blackberry fruit, blueberry fruit, dandelion leaf, kale, lemongrass, marshmallow root, oat straw, papaya leaf, parsley, plantain leaf, red raspberry leaf, rose hips, rosemary leaf, slippery elm bark, spinach, strawberry fruit, tomato, turmeric root, watercress, white willow bark, okra, um, apple fiber, barley grass, brown rice flour, alfalfa leaf, barley malt, beet juice powder, royal jelly, um, milk thistle seed. I mean, those are just some of the ingredients that are in this product called Greens. And some of the products that It Works have are designed to help your body be the healthiest that it can. And so the greens here have 8 full servings of fruits and vegetables in each scoop. I'm going to show you scoop size. So this right here is a 4.5 ounce container, and I pay, and I live in Washington State, so to keep in mind, every state has different shipping and handling costs, because you're also going to include tax, and so every state has tax differently. This is the scoop size of the greens. It's very small, and so you get 4.5 ounces for I pay $40 a month, and it has, just show you, powder, just regular powder. I choose the berry flavor. They have orange and berry. I like the berry flavor. Not much for an orange person, personally. But one scoop has 8 full servings of fruits and vegetables. You take 2 scoops for 8 ounces of water, and that's the recommended dosage. I do 3 scoops for 16 ounces of water in the morning to replace my coffee. I have energy all day, and not to mention that some of the ingredients in here, and let me just repeat that I didn't mention all the ingredients that are in the greens here. I did only name a few just to save time. Try to make this video not over 10 minutes. And so some of these ingredients have anti-inflammatory, and they decrease inflammation in the body. That are some of the properties that some of these ingredients have, is that they have anti-inflammatory properties. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Anyways, so I was skeptical. I didn't think it was going to work at first. I initially just started drinking it because it was a part of the weight loss trio, because it does get rid of toxins that are in your body, and that can help you through weight loss, of course. And so when I tried it, and I noticed within the first week a huge difference. So I had more energy. I cut out coffee from my diet, which helped my bladder immensely. And I noticed that on a day-to-day basis within the first week, after 4 days, I started noticing, oh, my bladder doesn't hurt as bad today. That's convenient. That's awesome. I drink a lot more water with the greens. I drink the greens in the morning and try to drink water for the rest of the day. So maybe it's the water. Time kept going, and I think it was about the second week, and I realized that it had been almost a full week since I had had a flare-up from my interstitial cystitis. That's one whole week of no flare-up for my interstitial cystitis. That's amazing for me because I'm an average. Every day I'm in pain. Every day it's hard to run and play with my two boys that are 6 and 7 years old. And it's just hard to do day-to-day activities when you have so much bladder pain because it's such a sensitive area in your body to have that pain. Um, I've been taking it for a month now, and there are days that I notice my bladder hurts more than others, but I have to take into consideration what I ate that day. Um, on average, I am barely suffering from the interstitial cystitis pain that I was suffering from before. It is, I want to say, at least half way better than it was before, and that's within the first month of taking the greens. I am going to continue to use the greens. I am going to continue to share my experiences with everybody here. Um, I'm going to continue to keep a video blog of the greens. I'm going to talk about more It Works products. I really want to just get that awareness out there. No, the greens are not said to treat, diagnose, or cure any diseases, nor is that what they're meant for. They're not meant to treat or, cure or fix any of that. But it still remains a fact that some of the properties of the ingredients in the greens are anti-inflammatory and that it has helped me. So I don't know about any of you, but originally they have me taking a little blue pill, and it cost me about $50 a week for that blue pill. It turns your urine blue, supposed to numb the pain. $50 a week. I mean, that's insane. I'm a mother of 3 children. I am a stay-at-home mom. My boyfriend supports everything. $50 a week is so much. So when I found out that I could try the greens for $40 a month, I mean, it depends on who you are and how much you want to take. I only drink it once a day, 3 scoops with 16 ounces of water. But I just couldn't believe it. I mean, you have to decide for yourself. Do you want to try something that might actually work for you and try to save money? Or do you just want to keep taking those prescription pills? I mean, at the end of the day, I don't. I don't want to be spending $50 a week so that I can numb my pain. This doesn't numb your pain. This is actually reducing inflammation in my bladder. It's amazing. It's a miracle, and I think that anybody and everybody who has interstitial cystitis should try this product. It might not work for you. Not everybody has the same body. Not everybody has the same results. Everybody's different. Um, but what do you have to lose? The fact that it might not work? You're not losing anything there. But you have an opportunity to gain a relief, to gain the power over yourself, to be able to do something that's all natural and healthy, that steps outside of the normal medication that doctors are giving you. And so you make that decision and decide. And if this is something that you would like to try, I have become an It Works independent distributor because you know what? These greens have changed my life. And I want to help others have that same change in their life as well. So my website is alicia_con.myitworks.com, and I will put a comment at the bottom of this video and just include my website information. Also, feel free to contact me by phone, 509-201-6826. I much prefer to text, but if you don't have that, I'm open to calling. I'm open to talking because you know what? I want to help everybody that I can succeed at reducing their personal pain from interstitial cystitis. This is something that tons and tons of women are suffering from. So let's get together, guys. Let's band together to try more natural ways to help our interstitial cystitis go away, or at least reduce. We all have to live with it for the rest of our lives, but if we can reduce some of that pain, let's reduce some of that pain. Thank you so much for listening. That's all I have for today. Stay tuned. There will be much more videos coming up. Thanks.